That's right, guys. Today, we are going to be talking about why we bought our 2026 Thor Tranquility 24a. There's a lot of things, a lot of reasons and decisions on what took place and for us to buy this. So let's go ahead and dive in to some of the most important features on this Sprinter made our decision where it is today. So on this Sprinter Thor Tranquility is a 170 chassis. This is a 24.5 foot long, a lot shorter than what we had before. We had a 31-foot Integra Vision Class A. The other big feature on this is the size, the height. The height on this is only 10.5 feet compared to almost 11.5 feet on the Class A. The other thing is you can easily come in and wash it without having any problems getting to the top. The other big reason that we bought this is because of the reliability. Mercedes has been around for a while. We've owned Sprinters in the past, and the diesel is tried and true. They also upgraded the engine to a 2.0 twin turbo instead of a single turbo. As you can see on the dual chassis, you have 6 wheels on this coach, not just 4, because this is a heavy duty machine. And that was another thing that just sparked my interest because of the weight, and then if I want to tow, I have that reliability. Now a lot of people are going to super singles. I'm still on the fence about doing that. We might do that later on, but as of right now, I don't see a sense for me to do that because I'm not going to be going off-road in a lot of certain situations where I really need that. And down here in the south, a dually's a much needed if you're going in the woods. You also got a 2-inch lift on this, which is super amazing. Raises it up, lets everybody know, hey, I'm coming through, make room. Love the color. This was a color that we had to have. We seen this Sprinter when it came out and we were like, wow, we have to have this van. They have another color. This color, ice gray, you're gonna see in a lot of other manufacturers that are making it. Ford's got one that's out. Ram's got one that's out. So this color's been out for a little while, but it really pops on this vehicle. Also, being in Florida, the summer heat, this reflects some of that heat instead of attracting it like on that dark gray wood. Another reason why we bought this, because of all the features. This is on the 2026. You have a lot of key features: front and rear park assist, blind spot, lane trace assist, adaptive cruise control, and also you have the MBUX system on this one, so you can adapt everything to your phone. You can go ahead and sync everything, and you can go ahead and just start it, lock it, track it, anything you want to do right from your phone. You also have the capabilities on this one, which is something that I didn't know until later on, is you have wireless Apple CarPlay. Is so much important. Well, looking here from the front, you'll notice that it does not have the upgraded headlights, but that's all right. That's not a dire need. We can always upgrade that later. Owl has a perfect conversion kit where we can get. You do have the 50-inch light bar up there on the top, which you have plenty of visibility if you need to go through the woods and you need more light. Nice little area where you can put your slinky. I call it the slinky. And it's got a nice little spot there. I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough for us, because a lot of these places, if you're camping at a campground, you're not gonna be right there by the dump area. So I'm not sure if I want to upgrade to a longer tube or leave that one where it is. This one does have a 27-gallon, I say 27, but it's actually 26.5 Blackwell tank. That was must need, guys. That's a must need for us. As you can see, you do have black and gray. You do have a, I believe it's a 30-gallon gray tank and a 35-gallon fresh tank. The only thing that I'm not a fan of is the high-rise AC. Would have loved to have a lower profile one just to make it a little bit lower, but that's all right. We are going to go ahead and add a rack here to the side, probably a ladder rack. We can get up there in the top, because right now you can't do nothing up there. As we step around here to the back, you can see it's already set up for a hitch, and you got a little step there. Now, I'm not sure what I want to do on the setup wise. People are doing boxes, people are doing ladders. You have the accessibility to do that. The only thing I'm not sure is I want to do any drilling on the doors just yet. As you wrap around here on both sides, if you haven't noticed, you do have the little mini split shade window that opens up on both sides. As we come around here to the other side, you're going to notice that. On some of these other smaller Sprinters, you're going to notice that I had to add that so you don't get that full glass view when you walk in. The other thing is you have a beautiful awning here, opens up all the way. This coach just drives amazing, so easy to maneuver. If you need to get in and out anywhere you need to go, this is the Sprinter that you want. Everybody's like, I want to go ahead and go with a 144. It's smaller, it's easier to maneuver, but you don't have enough space. Okay, coming from a Class A, coming from a fifth wheel 40-footer, coming from a motor home that was 36 foot. I've had travel trailers that were 25 foot, 20 foot. This is the perfect size, guys. 24 and a half, and you can just go anywhere in this. Let's go ahead and jump on the inside because it is getting hot. All right, we're in the inside, finally. Everybody say hello. This is Miko. Say what's up, Miko? He's our schnauzer. We didn't introduce him yet to you guys, just because sometimes he stays home with the kids. Why we bought the 26 store. So on the 24A, you get a bench up in the front. Now you have, they don't have them on the Thors that I've seen that you can get double seats here. But this is a nice feature, especially if you have kids, where this bed will actually pull out and slide out to 5 feet. So you have a nice little area. You got the Laguna table, so it's nice. So once you swivel these chairs around, you guys, whoever's here, can have lunch, eat, whatever they need to do. Your kitchen area, this is a lot smaller than what we have came out of, but it still has everything that you need. Okay, you have the fridge freezer combination, and this fridge runs on 12 volt. You also have the microwave, small microwave, but it's doable if you need to heat anything up on the go. Nice little slide out here. This is quartz. This isn't no wraparound particle board. Now the cabinets could have been a little bit nicer, but they did do the easy close, so you have that. The other feature is you have a nice king size bed when you bring these benches together, and you have a nice walk through full size restroom. Now this is using for storage right now because that's where we're putting our chairs. You have a medicine cabinet there at the top, a real sink, real toilet. This is going to be your closet area for your drawers. These do have a coating on them, so if they do get wet, they're not waterproof, they're water resistant. So that's why if you are taking a shower in here, you want to make sure you're using a curtain. The other thing that I like about this, all these come with 2 TVs. You got one TV here, another TV that flips down up there. They're both smart TVs, so you have accessibility. We do have a Starlink. This is ran for Starlink, so that was another reason why. Now this one does not come with a generator, but the nice thing is it does come with a 3,000 watt inverter. dual alternator, excuse me, on the Mercedes engine, so you can actually charge your inverter while you're driving down the road. That's a pretty cool feature. Let me show you guys something real quick. So you got to open all the shades and brings in all that natural light. So if you're just hanging out, you have plenty of light to just bring in, so you don't have to waste any energy on those lights. Now, as we look here on the inside, guys, you'll notice that they upgraded all the features. Now, this, like I said, has the MBUX system in it. So it does have the smart capabilities. They did upgrade the steering wheel controls. Made it a little bit more easier. I'm still not a fan of these slides. But is a little bit easier to, you know, if you want to go into some features and look at some things. So it's really handy. Really handy. We're averaging 16.3 miles to the gallon right now, which is really good. Averaging between 15 and 16 is what I've noticed, and that's, you know, really good coming out of a motorhome that was getting 7 to 10. And just to show you guys, like, when it comes to the CarPlay, I wasn't lying when I told you that it is wireless. You do have also the digital rear view mirror. This is also an upgrade, and it is really nice to have. At first, I wasn't a fan, but in the Sprinter, when you have something that you can't really look back in, so if I switch this back to your traditional, you can't really see out of anything, but it is really nice, and I love that Sprinter went ahead and added that. Did I tell you how much I love driving this thing? I mean, my wife thinks I'm crazy, but we go places that we never went. I mean, we drove this to church one time. I loaded up the kids. I mean, it's very easy to drive. The accessibility and to be able to get in anywhere you want to is just so easy. All right, now, you can't go through the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through and think that you're gonna order a coffee, but you can definitely pull up at Dunkin' Donuts and go inside, okay? Your regular spots for parking are 10 by 20, and a lot of places that you can back in and you have plenty of room to be able, so you're not really sticking out so much. You don't have to worry about, you know, too much on the sides like you would coming out wide. I mean, you have to come out a little wider than normal, but that's not bad, guys. The power is a lot better than the first one that I drove before we had drove one. And now these weren't out in 24 when we bought the Integra. If they were, we never would have bought an Integra. We were looking for one like this, but it just didn't have the right setup. Everything had just a little portable toilets that you have to dump, and I wasn't a fan of that. The wife wasn't a fan of that. And this is something that she can drive when our daughter or our son's playing travel ball, and she doesn't have as much anxiety driving this compared to the other one. Now, it would have been nice to have that 3.0 diesel, of course. It really would have. And that was one of the things that we were kind of hesitant on, really wanting to pull the trigger on the Sprinters. But we heard a lot of good things about them, and we said, you know what, we need to go ahead and make this pull, and we decided to pull the trigger on it. Now, I know you guys are probably asking, How much did we pay for it? Well, we're gonna save that one for another video. I do apologize, but we did get a really good deal on it, and I am super impressed. I don't feel bad. Yes, I think I could have got a little bit better deal, but at the end of the day, there's nothing out there like this for the price that you pay for. Besides that, this is the reason why we bought. It's so much easier to park. I can park this in my barn without having problems. I didn't have to go to a 14-foot barn. I only have a 12-foot barn. And before, I couldn't park my Class A in there. I had to park it outside. So I can have this thing under the shade when I'm not driving it. I can have it plugged up, nice and easy. And it's just like I said earlier, you can drive this thing anywhere you want to. It's so comfortable. I mean, I would tell you guys, Mercedes knocked it out the park. Thor knocked it out the park on this one. This is the van you want to buy, hands down. I can't believe that these are sitting at dealerships right now. Did I tell you backing up is easy? I mean, I backed up a lot of things, but they made these things really nice. Now, you can get the Sprinter with the 360, but this one doesn't have it. This one does, like I said, it has the front and rear sensors. You have plenty of visibility, so you can put it right in the spot where you want to, no problem. You definitely don't want to use your rear view. See, I wasn't lying. You can park it right in the barn, guys. Oh, and can't leave out, I forgot to mention, all-wheel drive. You have the capabilities to go anywhere you want to. And I'd rather go with 6 instead of 4. Come on. So I hope you guys like this video. It is a really good investment. I'm not kicking myself because I bought it. My previous RV, it just sat. I was paying on something that I couldn't really enjoy. This thing, I can just take it anywhere, guys. There's a lot of places that you can go. As long as you're under 25 feet, you're fine. Hey, we skimmed in just a little bit. We're there, 24 and a half, baby. So anyways, if you guys are looking for Sprinters and you're looking for a 170, this is the one to buy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Some more videos because we're about to go on to a trip this week coming up. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Like and subscribe.